relationship, it could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or it could be your husband or your wife. If one party has to love more, who do you think? Which side do you think should love more? Do you think the woman should love the guy more, or the guy should love the woman more for a lasting relationship?
Yikes! Yikes!
Now it's on y'all, people. What's up? What we doing? What y'all think? Who do y'all? Which side do y'all think should love more? You can't say both. You got to pick a side.
Wow, T, really?
Right.
How can you pick a side?
You pick a side. You got to pick a side. You got to pick a side. What you got? What you got, Nell? Oh, I stumped everybody. I'm stumping everybody. What's up? So tell me in the comments. If you got to pick a side in a relationship, who do you think should love more? Do you think the guy should love the woman more, or do you think the woman should love the guy more? Let us know in the comments. You can't say equal, Diana. You got to pick a side.
All right, so I'm a jump into it, and I'm a just speak from my own perspective. I
agree with you, Sheba. I think the guy should love because women already love hard. Go ahead, Nell. What you saying?
I'm actually going to take that same stance and say the guy as well, because women are already born and bred with that love tendency, and it just comes natural. Versus a man has to feel and experience before he actually starts that emotion. So I would say the guy. I would say the guy would have to love more.
What you got?
My question would be, what are you considering love, T? Because you know what men consider love sometimes and what women consider love sometimes don't quite match up with the scale. You know what I'm saying? So he may think that he is loving her, but she's not seeing it as that. So, I mean, I guess that will have to depend on how much you mean, what you mean when you say you have to love more. And in that respect, I would have to say the man, because like Shebelle said, we as women, we're going to love naturally anyway. We're going to give of ourselves. That's just what we do. We give of ourselves naturally. And I think that the man should show appreciation, because sometimes they begin to take us for granted.
Watch it. Because y'all do the same shit. Y'all do the same shit, Karen. Y'all do the same shit, Karen.
They become comfortable with us doing
y'all get comfortable too, Karen.
They become comfortable with us treating them like a king, and they take for granted that that's what we're supposed to do.
Don't act like y'all don't get comfortable too, Karen.
Well, you're right, we do, and that's the thing. In the relationship, you tend to get comfortable with the person doing for you. You get comfortable and take it for granted. So, I mean, that's a tough one, T. It's a great question, but that's a tough one right there.
You know what? I'm actually going to recant my statement.
Oh, shit. No backtracking. No backtracking.
Yeah. Let him backtrack.
I'm going to recant my statement and add a retraction to there. I honestly, and I know Steve said you can't say both sides, but
hey, you can't say both. You got to pick a side.
That's hard, because then you have opposite partners who then might feel slighted, right? Because the woman, if she feels that she's giving too much of herself or is overly extending herself and not reciprocating that same feeling, she's going to feel away, right? Mm-hmm. Vice versa. You have a man who's giving all of himself and doing all planning, doing this, doing that, reciprocating the love, being positive, also being a protective force, and he feels like, damn, I'm doing all this and I'm not getting that same nurturing back, then I'm going to feel away, and then it causes distinction. Then it becomes a conundrum, right? And now you have that thunderstorm. You got a cold front and a hot front coming together, and it's combustion. So this is where we are today. that question leaves us to exactly where we are today in relationships, where one side feels they're doing more than the other side. One side feels like I'm giving all of myself and I'm not getting the same in return. And I think the reason why that is because people live by this credo: do unto others as we want done to ourselves.
Right.
Now, I might not want what I'm willing to give.
Right.
Right. I might want something totally different. I'm not going to treat you how I'm going to treat myself, because I might want to treat myself like a dirtbag. Right. or I might be willing to take away from myself in a sense to give more to over here.
Right.
Because of past failures of relationships, or because of past things that may have caused me to realize where I'm at now in my relationship or my life that needs me to overextend myself to where I wasn't doing it before. So
okay, y'all, give me while Nail is doing that. Nail, keep on talking, but y'all give me some comments. What y'all think? Do y'all think a man should love harder? Okay, Nail, keep on telling how a man should be.
As the man, I can only speak from a male's perspective. I can't even dive into what a woman should be doing because I am a man. So as the man, it's going to be different dynamics, because it's things that as a woman, I can't provide myself. I should say, as a man, I can't provide what a woman can provide for me, and vice versa. That's what makes us different. And I hate when people say I'm looking for someone to complete me. No, we should be looking for someone to compliment us, because no one can complete you. Someone can only compliment you. You can only complete yourself, right? If once you know yourself and you learn yourself, now you're complete to tell somebody else what you're looking for, what you need, what you require, what it is that makes you. That way, that person can then dive in and give everything that you need them to give you, and then putting their extra sprinkle on it, which makes it come from them.
Now, Zachary says that the woman should. Zachary, what do you mean that the woman should? I mean, you don't think that it's enough that she show her love when she push out them babies? You don't think it's enough love? I mean, come on now.
You all kinds of shady tonight, Karen. You all kinds of shady tonight.
She done carried all that weight for 9 months, and then she pushing that joker out, and you talking about she need to show more love? Oh my God!
So what about if she ain't got no kid, ain't got no kids, and it's just
well, baby, I can tell you on that, because let me tell you, that's even more, because a woman gonna still give her all. She gonna give her all, and if that man cannot accept that, I mean, he weak.
What is
but she will still give her all.
Because sometimes, like now, you hear all the people, you hear a lot of things. Like, you ever meet somebody and the first thing out their mouth is, "I'm a good cook." Who cares?
It goes far beyond. On a serious note,
restaurants out here, like, and I've been living. People will say, "Oh, I'm a great cook
right here." Okay,
in the house, or I'm great in the bed. They're giving you a bunch of intangibles that mean really nothing to the overall the complexity of what you would actually bring to the relationship and the perils that you bring to help deflect any problems that come. Right? They think bringing to the table means they bringing a plate to the table, or they bring in their cooking skills or their cleaning skills, or they got a job or they got a car.
Okay, Zachary, you come on back up front here, Zachary. Okay, on the real. Now, I have a son, but on the real, my then husband, had surgery about a year ago.
Right.
And we were separated. But when he had that surgery, I provided for someone to come and take care of my dad. And I went there and took care of him for 2 weeks and made sure that he was completely healed enough to stay by himself. Because a true woman is going to have that loyalty like that. And I won't even say a true woman. I can't say that. I can only speak for me.
Right.
That is the person inside of me of what I do. Because once I love a person, once a person has become a part of me, regardless of if I'm in love or not, understand me well. Because there's a big difference in being in love and loving someone or having love for someone. I will still take care of him. If he needed me today, we are divorced now. But if he needed me, I would be right there because that's the type of person I am.
Right. That's unconditional. Look,
Unconditional.
my whole thing would be it's not about it's more about how you love. Like if I know that you like certain things, I'm not going to do the opposite. Like if you know that I like salmon, don't cook me pork chops. I'm a simple
Okay,
nigga.
like
I'm very simple.
like doing tiny things that matter.
Right.
I
It's
see
the
that.
small
Like
thing.
getting my nails done, filling my gas tank up.
Right.
Instead of texting me a whole novel about why
Oh
you're
man.
upset, just
Hold on
right?
now. Hold on now. That one right there. Stop texting those whole damn paragraphs, ladies. I'm not even reading that shit. Look, I don't even read that shit. Stop texting those whole damn paragraphs.
See,
Go ahead, Dale.
we do that because y'all get this little amnesia thing about y'all. I ain't seen nothing. It didn't come through. So we send everything in detail so that y'all cannot say that we didn't.
Karen. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about those emotion paragraphs. Go ahead, Nell.
But what happens if you send that emotional paragraph, right? That you send that emotional paragraph and the reply is, "Oh, okay."
Right.
It didn't have the same impact as it would have had if you pulled up on that person or you called them on the phone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So y'all saying that when a woman send an emotional text message, you don't read it?
Not the whole paragraph. I'm not reading all that shit.
You might read it, but you taking bits and pieces and you going to comment where you comment. Like,
I'm not even reading all that shit. I'm cool.
But what's the
but if she is upset, okay, say she is upset.
Right.
If she's texting you, she needs someone she's trying to lean on.
Right, but you don't need to do that in a whole paragraph. You only need like 2 or 3 sentences to say what you gotta say. You don't need to do that in a whole fucking paragraph. I don't need a whole paragraph. Just get to the fucking point.
Hey, T, you all hard. Y'all T, y'all hard.
Person.
What'd you say, Neil?
What's wrong with just calling a person instead of saying that?
Or just call me.
Yeah.
That's the one right there. Now, when you just leave and they ain't say nothing, you left. So they wait till you leave, and then they send you that big ass paragraph. Like, yo, I was.
That's right, girl.
Y'all just was on the phone.
Right, because we gonna put that shit in writing. So
like, yo, I was just there.
You know how y'all are. Y'all claim you didn't see nothing. We put it in writing, and we gonna send it to you. Then we gonna screenshot it, and then the date and everything. So y'all.
Hold on, Karen. I was just there. Why you ain't just say it to me? We could have just talked.
Well, we could have been just right on the FaceTime. We could have been FaceTiming or talking on the phone, and you could have cussed me out right there. Or you could have said what you had to say right there.
When we're crying, we don't want y'all to see us crying and our face all messed up, boo-hooing and stuff. We gotta come to us.
I woke up to you with bad breath. It don't matter.
Hold on. Now I'm gonna give an example. It'd be like this. Look, Karen. It'd be like this. Karen. Look, I woke up at 5 a.m, and then I did this, and then I went downstairs and I looked around, and then I was, I laid back down, and then 2-3 cents later, be like, I'm hungry though. Yo, just say you fucking hungry from the gate. You gotta go through all that bullshit.
Yo, T, that sounds like a PP to me, a personal problem.
That's how they be. Like, yo, just get to the point.
She didn't realize.
People said it would turn into a domestic. It would turn into a domestic issue if it was
like Diane.
Helen said that's because she forgot what she wanted to say. I ain't forget what y'all want to say.
Oh, Shabelle says on the text, y'all. Shabelle said that either you gonna read it or she gonna read it to you. That's right, girl. Because if they don't read it, we gonna pull it out and read every word to them.
You can read whatever you want. I ain't listening.
Or how about when you turn it on them and you give them their own medicine and you respond back to them? Their reply is, "Oh, I'm done with it."
Right.
Over.
Right.
I ain't talking about it no more.
Right.
And Kenny Green says, T, you an author. 2 or 3 sentences, man. That's right, Kenny. That's right. He know damn well it's gonna take more than some 2 or 3 sentences for us to get a female, a woman, much as we talk. Just listen to that. I just did a whole goddamn paragraph right there.
Sometimes it's too much. Just get to the point, man. I don't need all that.
So then that means if you choose to handle it that way, then don't be upset when we handle it with an okay or an art.
That is the biggest slap in the face y'all can do to a female. When she is upset, is to send okay. I mean, oh my God. Please don't do that.
Let me clarify that. Because if my lady texts me or call me and she's upset because somebody just slapped her or she was
if it's justified,
she steps and she broke her arm because of the ice, then it's different.
Right. If it's justified, that's cool.
It ain't going to have the same impact.
Right. If it's justified,
I don't care what it's for. I don't care if she broke a nail and called you to.
No. You ain't doing that.
Don't you even worry about that broken nail. I'll send you to the nail shop tomorrow and fix it. Okay, then you're through with it. That's all she want to hear, that you care.
All right, cool. Then you know what? Have that same energy when I come out with my book. Have that same energy when I'm dropping a new shirt. Have that same energy when I got a new product out and you running down the street doing all that. Have that same energy. Don't have when it's for negativity. That's all I'm saying. When it's positive, let's have that same energy for positive.
And I totally agree with you on that. I totally agree.
Because then I can understand. I'm like, all right, she this way either when it's positive or when it's negative. So that's just her.
That's right. Exactly. That depends on the type you have. You know, I mean, that depends on the type you have.
It's craziness.
But let me say this. If you have one that don't never complain about you not paying any attention, you better watch out because that bitch.
Watch your mouth, Karen.
Lori Harvey's watching.
Lori Harvey's watching. Look, She-Bell said, you gonna read the text or I'm going to Facebook with it. That's hilarious.
Hey, sis, say it ain't so, sis. Say it ain't so, sis. You better than that, sis.
Right, we ain't doing that.
But no, I'm just saying, if the female, if you push and push and push, then you're gonna push her away, and then she's gonna stop coming to you. You're not gonna notice it. And
no, I don't mind if you come to me and it's justified, Karen, but don't come with the bullshit. Please don't come with the bullshit. I don't got time.
Now, I will do this because I've learned to give a person the floor when they come with some kind of whatever. When I get a long text like that, my next question, and this is synonymous, is what are you talking about?
Right.
I say that. I'll say that 1,000. That's my response 1,000 times. It's 3 responses that you're gonna get out of me. What are you talking about? Oh, okay, or I hear you. Boom.
Remind me to never text you.
We don't need all that, Karen.
What are you talking about allows me to let you explain what you're talking about. But then you know what the next thing that comes down the docket is? What I'm talking about. No, I don't.
I might not know what you're talking about. Right, I might not know what you're talking about. I got other shit on my mind, or you could be talking about some shit from like 2 months ago. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Y'all are supposed to know how to read. Okay, think about the last thing y'all was doing the last time when she was happy. Okay, what happened between that? Y'all got to think like a female.
All right, I'm not that back on you.
I'm not a female, Karen.
How about 3 days out the week we watch basketball together or football together? And then then the next day you ask me the silliest question. Well, why is that person standing up and throwing that ball into that hoop?
Thought about it.
You've been sitting with me for 3 days watching the game. You should know. You should pick up on it the same way y'all want us to pick up on certain things that y'all do. When I brought
so we can be a little irritated.
Get up and make me a sandwich.
That's all. It's simple shit, ladies. It's simple shit. This shit is real simple.
Okay,
Don't
well,
make it hard.
tell us. We need to know.
I'm telling you right now. It's real simple shit. Y'all make it hard. Say what you want. Say what you need. Say what you want. But you don't need to do that in a paragraph. Just say it. Just say it. Just get right to it.
Okay, so ladies, it's a simple fix. If you with T, send him a 2 or 3 word letter. Say, I am hurt.